Hello everybody, so welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to discuss about the first years for the suggestions of the books. Okay, now you are going to have three subjects: anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. So I'm going to start with anatomy. Now basically anatomy is now divided into gross anatomy, general anatomy, embryology, histology. Okay, so for the gross anatomy part, I would suggest you go for BD Chaurasia. It has pretty decent explanations, nice representational diagrams. Okay, and there are 4 volumes for the gross anatomy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or another suggestion would be you can also go for Vishram Singh. It has pretty good explanations and it's very brief. The approach of Vishram Singh is very nice. Okay, and especially the neuroanat part, neuroanatomy, very nicely explained in Vishram Singh. Okay, now for the general anatomy part, you can go for either BDC or Vishram Singh, whatever you want. And next we are going for histology and embryology. For that you go for Inderbir Singh, IB Singh, IB Singh's histology and embryology. Okay, now what else we have for extra? For the extra part, you can go for Snell's anatomy, Snell's clinical anatomy. If you are anatomy enthusiast or you want to make your basics for the surgery, for general surgery very clear, you can definitely refer to this book. It has very nice explanations, very nice diagrams. Okay, the book may look to be very lengthy, but it's not. So you can just selectively refer to some clinical parts and you can read from there. Okay, and you would need an atlas. What is an atlas? It's the diagrammatic representation of every part of our body. Okay, it's really very essential. I would prefer Netter's atlas for this. It is beautifully represented hand drawn diagrams which really explain you the 3D model, the 3D orientation of the different body parts. Okay, now that's all for the anatomy part. Now we come to physiology. Now in physiology, I would deeply recommend you go for Principles of Physiology. By Dr. Devashish Pramanik. It's a beautifully written book and it's represented in point format, so you can easily read it, easily understand and easily memorize, and it has all the essential points which you need not only for your examinations. It builds your concept pretty good. Okay, and it's widely recommended by all the West Bengal students as the main textbook of physiology. Now you can also, I would recommend you also refer to Guyton and Hall. It's a standard textbook which will definitely allow you to polish your concepts where you cannot get it clear from this book. Definitely it can happen. So you can polish or enhance those concepts by reading Guyton and Hall selectively from those parts. Okay, and that's all for the physiology part. Now let's come to biochemistry. In biochemistry, basically we have mainly 2 textbooks, that is D. M. Vasudevan and Satyanarayan. Okay, now in DM Vasudevan, it's the concepts are written in a very broad way, in a very explanatory way. So the DM Vasudevan may look lengthy to you, but it's really very good if you want to build up a concept for biochemistry. And the flowcharts, the explanations, the diagrams, they are pretty good in DM Vasudevan. Now whereas in Satyanarayan, the concepts are explained pretty well in a brief manner. Okay, and you don't have to write, it's not lengthy. The Satyanarayan, the book by Dr. Satyanarayan is not so lengthy, so you can easily refer to those if you are not a good reader, or if you want to catch up the concepts in very short period of time. Okay, so I would refer you go for DM Vasudevan, read this book and grasp the concepts. And for the questions part which you want to prepare for your university examinations, you go and refer some of them, you go and refer to Satyanarayan. Okay, you have to study selectively. I would prefer you buy one of those books and make sure the other book is still available to you. Say you can borrow it from library, you can borrow it from your friends. Okay, so you must discuss it with your friends that you buy DM Vasudevan and I am going to buy Satyanarayan, so we'll share it. Okay, you cannot buy all the books, definitely it's not possible. Okay, so you have to borrow it from library, or you can say take it from your seniors. Just you need to read it. Okay, and for the standard textbook part, you can refer to Harper's Biochemistry. It's actually very lengthy. It's very the concepts are pretty much high level, so you don't need to read it thoroughly, but you can refer to it. It's very representative. Okay, Harper's Biochemistry. So that's all we have for the first year part. Now let me wrap up. For anatomy, basically refer to BD Chaurasia or Vishram Singh, the gross anatomy part, that is supex, infex, abdomen, thorax, head and neck, and neuroanatomy. And specifically I am telling you, for the neuroanatomy part, do refer to Vishram Singh. It's pretty well explained. It's really very well explained. For the histology and embryology part, you can go refer to IB Singh, okay, Indrabir Singh. And if you want to enhance your concepts, go for Snell's clinical anatomy. The clinical correlations, the clinical parts, you can refer to. Definitely I would recommend you to refer to that. Okay, it will really polish up your concepts and you would be able to relate to the concepts when you go for general surgery in your final year. And you would definitely need an atlas, that is Netter's atlas. And whenever you are reading anatomy, I would recommend just keep that atlas beside you whenever you're reading anything and you want to just visualize. Just anatomy is a subject where you have to visualize 3D. The 3D orientation must be visualized and memorized by you. Then only you can pen down all those. You cannot mug it up and just write it down in examinations. That would definitely not suffice. Okay, so you always refer to an atlas and then study. And I would also want to recommend to you another book which is really very nice. See, it's very lengthy, it's very extensive, so some parts of it definitely refer to a book by Dr. A.K. Datta. It's a very nice book, but it's very lengthy, so it's actually used by PG students as well. So you have to selectively refer it. Now once you start studying, once you attend your classes, you will come to know which part you have to read and which part you have to omit, or which part you have to read it more importantly. Okay, that's all about anatomy. Now physiology, Principles of Physiology by Dr. Devashish Pramanik. This book must be read thoroughly. Each and every line of this book must be read thoroughly, and the book should be read at least 2 to 3 times in your entire year. And refer to Guyton and Hall for the enhanced concepts. And for the biochemistry part, I would recommend you go for DM Vasudevan or Satyanarayan, any one of it. But DM Vasudevan has more presentational format of the explanations, so you can go for DM Vasudevan. And if you are thinking that you don't have much time, you want to go for shorter you want to wrap it up in a shorter period of time, you go for Satyanarayan. But I would refer you make these both books available to you. Just refer to them selectively. Just simultaneously you must refer to them both. Now you prepare your suppose you're having a question and you want to prepare its answer, just refer to DM Vasudevan and Dr. Satyanarayan as well. Now whichever you find better, you refer to that for your for writing those answers, or you prepare your own answer. Okay, and for the Harper's part, you don't have to refer to it much, but you can definitely keep it if you want to make your concept strong, clear. It's definitely a very good book. Okay, so you can keep it. And for the practical parts, please refer to your college, respective colleges departments. How do they teach you for the practical part, the format and all. But you can go for different practical books as well. Say for physiology, we have a practical book by Dr. Devashish Pramanik himself, and it's pretty good. Okay, for the anatomy part, I would definitely refer another book which is basically very good at concepts, and especially for the practicals part. And it's a very brief book. It won't take much time to read it out. Okay, and that is Anatomy at a Glance. By Dr. Professor Shibani Majumdar. It's a very nice book. We ourselves had the privilege to be the students of Dr. Professor Shibani Majumdar ma'am, and it's a really very nice book for your practicals. The day before the examinations, the book is going to be heaven for you. Okay, and so that's all for the book suggestions for first year. And do prepare well for your first year examinations. It's a basis. It's a base for your MBBS career. Okay, don't break the flow. Just go in a flow and keep on studying. Keep on studying, and wish you all the best for your upcoming year. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for updates. Thank you.